Okay, so in this problem, we have a stone that is being tossed with a speed of 20 meters per second, and we're asking, hey, at what point does it cross the 10-meter mark? Okay, so if you look at the picture, it will be something like this. So you have, say, something that is at a height of 10 meters, and we're throwing a stone up, and we're asking, hey, when does it cross this mark? All right. So as usual, we begin with our chart. And let's start filling the chart. So we have delta x equals 10 meters, vi is 20, vf we do not know. Once again, do not assume vf to be 0. Please be very careful about that. And then a is negative 9.8 meters per second square. And we're looking for the time, because it says when does it cross, so we're looking for time. Okay, the equation without vf is delta x equals vi delta t plus 1/2 a delta t square, and this implies 10 equals 20 delta t minus 4.9 delta t square, which is equal to 4.9 delta t square minus 20 delta t plus 10 equal to 0. Like I said, it's always a good idea to move the delta t square in such a way that its coefficient is positive, okay, that we don't have to deal with too many signs. Now at this point you have a quadratic equation, and we're going to use the solution to the quadratic equation to figure this out, okay? And the solution happens to be minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac all over 2a. And so let's identify the a, b and c from here, okay? So a is 4.9, b is minus 20, and c is equal to 10. So once we have all these things, let's substitute. So you get minus of minus 20 plus or minus square root of minus 20 square minus 4 times a times c, and all over 2 times a. So 2 times 4.9. Perfect. So now this gives us 20 plus or minus square root of 20 square, which happens to be 400, minus 4 times 4.9 times 10. Now this gives me 196, all divided by 9.8. Right, perfect. So now this, when we simplify it, I end up getting 20 plus or minus square root of 204 divided by 9.8. Now at this stage, okay, just do everything very carefully and you'll be good. So it'll be 20 plus or minus, so it is 14.28 divided by 9.8. So we have two choices here, okay? So delta t is either equal to 20 minus 14.28 over 9.8, or delta t equals 20 plus 14.28 over 9.8. And you see that we'll have two positive answers, and we look at what this actually means physically. Okay, so the first one gives us, for 20 minus 14.28 is 5.72 divided by 9.8, and the second one gives us 34.28 over 9.8. okay, and you can calculate each of these 2 times, and what you notice is that there are two times. We have 2 positive times. So what does this mean physically? So at this point, ask yourself what's going on. And if you look at the situation, what you have is you have this 10-meter mark, right? Okay, the first time the ball crosses the mark is on its way up. Okay, so on its way up it crosses it, and then the second time it crosses it again is on its way down. Okay, and that is why the 2 times are completely valid, and those are your answers.